All right. Are you guys ready? We have a treat tonight in the TW Honor Cup. First semi-finals. We have FXOLeenock versus FXTAiLS. This is awesome. Why are there only 90 people here? Everyone go invite your friends. Go up with the Reddit thread. Go retweet my tweets. Go retweet PrOmise's tweets about this. I tweeted about this match about 2 minutes ago. Did you retweet it? Did you retweet it, PrOmise?
You know what? Introduce the players. I'm going to retweet it right now.
All right, he's going to go retweet it so we can get more people in here, more attention to this awesome series. It's going to be a best of 3 in between spawning at the 6 o'clock location. The red Zerg player, FXOLeenock, his opponent at the 3 o'clock. It's the orange Protoss player, FXTAiLS from Team MVP, and I am going to fess up. I'm going to be guilty. I watch this guy every night before I go to bed. I said it. I did it. I said it. I put it out there. I put it out there. It's there. And it can't be unsaid.
Nothing's wrong with that, man. FXTAiLS is a great player.
Hey, man. No, I don't think you understand. I lay in my bed.
Oh, okay. So you take it that far.
I'm essentially naked, right? In my bed, under my sheets, getting all cozy, and I have this on my monitor, and I'm watching it from my bed, and I fall asleep to this guy playing StarCraft. But it's awesome.
You fall asleep? Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
And when it's in the morning when I wake up, it's his overlay. I love me. I love me. Yes, it is. Sometimes if I wake up really early to go to class or to go study on campus, he'll still be playing. But no, the point is this guy streams a lot, and he's it's a very entertaining stream. So you know, of course, his opponent FXOLeenock. No introduction needed here. He is a phenomenal player, and look at this. FXTAiLS, does he know this is PvZ?
He knows it's FXOLeenock, I hope. Well, actually, you know what? He might go for
oh no, I've seen this on the stream. See, look at me, dude. I'm like,
let me know, man. Come on,
no,
come on,
this
tell
is
me what's up, man.
I'm a guy who watches this guy all the time, and I'm wondering about his build. Okay, here's what he's doing. He walls off with his zealots in the beginning. He walls off with like 3 zealots on his ramp. Delays at Cybercore. Look at this. He's just now getting his gas. So he's gonna get a zealot right here. Okay, he's getting the pylon first. Then he's gonna get a zealot, I promise. Right here. Right here. Right here. Okay, he's getting a Cybercore.
What are you watching?
It might be the map. It's a very long rush distance. There's a zealot. Okay, can you relax?
I'm giving you a chance. Go ahead.
All right.
You fall asleep to this guy.
What he usually does, he won basically. Like, it's a very interesting build. Obviously, it's the map is going to change his thing here because it's Metropolis, which is extremely long rush distance. And Metropolis has been taken out of the ladder, so when I watch him play, it's on ladder and it's not necessarily on Metropolis. So he's going to get some quick zealots out here, and I think he might be aggressive with this. You know, getting these two zealots out, maybe 3, positioning him on the ramp so no lings can run by. You know, he could potentially be aggressive with this, send him across the map, but FXOLeenock going for a relatively early gas here. Not getting the 3 hash before gas, so going to have speed relatively soon. So, very interesting dynamic in this game.
Yeah, and FXOLeenock is opening up with a really solid build. He's getting speed, so he's going to have speedlings on the map rather quickly. Now the question is, does FXTAiLS see that he has any kind of gas? No, he doesn't even know where he is. He hasn't scouted because he went for the Nexus first. So no fault there to FXTAiLS at all. But there's going to be a few links here making way into the natural. Almost going to pick off a probe. And yeah, man, this is overall looking like a pretty good build here for FXTAiLS.
Yeah.
It seems like 3 zealots are basically the magic number to be able to hold off this ramp. Even going to get 2 additional gateways here in the front. So he's going to have a little bit of a interesting wall off. And being aggressive, yeah, you were right. Moving around the map right now with a zealot as a stalker. 3rd expansion on the way right now here for FXOLeenock. 4 additional lings. Metabolic boost is gonna get started. And yeah, FXTAiLS is actually moving across again. So is he gonna be? It's gonna overextend. Is he gonna make more units? No, it looks like he's just gonna move around with the stalker and the zealot. And drone's getting transferred. And this might be a little bit bad here for FXTAiLS.
It's interesting. He's not going directly for the 3rd to check on that. Just going to target this queen into natural expansion. You know, you have to be careful here because if your opponent's speed kicks in and you lose both these units, like that's not worth it at all. Losing 1 zealot, not killing, just killing lings. So FXOLeenock doing a good job. And look, he's going over to the 3rd to check the progress of that. It is done. He'll see that, and he's going to back away. Now, he needs to keep the Stalker alive, of course. Again, if speed finishes and he loses the Stalker, that's not good at all. Ling's going to be trying to track it down, so it's a race against time, and I think the Stalker's going to die.
Yeah, speed is almost finished here for FXOLeenock, and that's plenty of lings. I'm actually just watching the stock right now, watching it die.
Me too.
There we go. Speed just finished, and the stalker's gonna go down rather quickly. But Leenock behind this, feeling rather safe. Gonna make 6 additional drones. So he's gonna spend this time to establish his economy, make as many harvesters as possible. Still only on 1 gas. Really curious to see when he's gonna take his second gases, possibly some gases here at the natural. But he's gonna throw down a Roach Warren, and rather fair standard timing. Now my question is he going to be aggressive here, or is he going to just be a little bit defensive, getting an evolution chamber as well? And behind this looks like Tails is going to make Warp Gate actually finished rather quickly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even see like what Chrono Boost he was using. It looks like he used a lot of it onto the Cybernetics core. And Tails ahead in supply right now, 60 to 59, but Leenock well aware of this.
Yeah, Tails only has 3 gates here worth of reinforcements, so it's not like this is going to be like one of those 6-gate all-in. Definitely going to be producing pros behind this. Has both gases and natural expansion, which implies he's going to be teching. But look at this, a pylon being taken out. Okay, they're not going to back away. But Tails going across the map to his opponent, but Leenock has speed done. Roaches are on the way, and this isn't going to do any damage. Sorry to spoil it for you guys, but this won't do any damage to Leenock.
Well, there is a pylon. The question is, 3 gateways I don't think is going to be enough to be able to reinforce to take on these roaches and lings that are in production here for Leenock. How many units does he have right now? He actually already has 6 roaches and 27 lings. That's a lot of lings. There's pretty zealot heavy, but the thing is, these roaches, once they pop out, there we go. Leenock going to engage into this army. Zealots doing a lot of work against these Zerglings. Doesn't have +1, so not going to do so much work. But at the same time, man, Leenock looks like he's going to clean it up rather easily. 3 gateways, again, not going to be enough. And Tails, the question is, what is Tails going to do behind this? He's going to throw down a robotics facility.
Leenock's going for it, man. He's countering all in. He's making nothing but roaches and lings. His economy is low. 46 harvesters. Well, there we go, putting down 6 drones. It's interesting because, you know, while Tails didn't do that much damage, like, in essence, if you force your opponent to make a lot of units at that point in the game, obviously their economy is going to suffer. And you're hurting them in that way, right? You're hurting them in that they're not going to be able to add drones to their economy because they're making units. And behind this, teching up, getting some sentries out on the field, I'm a little bit surprised Leenock didn't just make a bunch of lings, a bunch of roaches, and go for it, because he killed a lot of his opponent's units. And he's already low econ in the first place, so, you know, going for drones, again, you're leaving room for your opponent, right? Looks like Tails is going to be able to hold this off decently, and Leenock is going to have to transition out of this.
And, you know, this is going to show that Tails is an extremely intelligent player. He went on the aggression with the 3 gates, obviously didn't work. He pulled back, he knew there might be a Ling Roach counterattack, which is kind of what's happening here. He immediately gets to the robotics facility, even going to get a first immortal out rather quickly. Going to Chrono Boost a second immortal, so he's going to be able to hold this up with a very high sentry count. Force fields are going to be very crucial here for him to hold on and against this attack. But behind it, there is 64 drones right now up for Leenock. Blink is on the way right now, and it looks like Tails gonna move across the map, trying to get force fields. Honestly, not the best force fields. Yeah. You know, a few roaches are gonna get killed, but most roaches are gonna escape. Spire on the way for Leenock, and this is interesting. You see this a lot in the ZVP metagame now. Players open up Roach, stay on 3 base, take mutas, and possibly take a 4th. But I guess we're gonna see if Leenock stays to 3 base. Or is he going to go for a 4th here?
I like this from Leenock. He's kind of showing exclusively roaches, pretty much. Like, he's showing a lot of roaches to his opponent. So MVPTAiLS may not know at all about this muta play. And with only 3 stalkers on the field, that can be good for him. That can be good for Leenock. However, Blink is on the way. So it looks like we are going to see a transition from Tails into a pretty standard mid-game consisting of a lot of stalkers. He's also getting +1/+1 out of 2 forges. And adding on a 3rd base. And the thing with Leenock here, he's investing into these mutas. Usually you have a timing. Either when your opponent goes muta, you can either A, attack them, you know, with everything you have and take advantage of that timing, or you can take advantage of the timing by expanding. We see an engagement here. Roaches and Lings trying to kill Tails here, but it's not going to do much at all. Tails keeping a lot of those sentries alive. And this 3rd is going to get up, and that's important for a PrOmise player, because that means you get your 5th and 6th gas. You can start getting crafty with your unit composition. You can start getting Colossi, a lot of Colossi, High Templar on the field. Ling's trying to do a run by here, going straight into the main base. Only 2 Ling's going to sneak by. Ultimately, the scouting information is going to be good here, but Tails is going to be able to clean it up. But 13 mutas on the way, and Blink is done, so Tails needs to make a lot of stalkers here, and this is really going to test his multitasking ability, because not only are mutas going to be attacking his main mineral line, but Lings are going to be attacking into his 3rd.
Yeah, you're completely right. But the thing is, the 3rd is up for Tails, and he did a fantastic job of holding off the aggression from Leenock. But at the same time, there you go, man. You see mutas making their way into the main. At the same time, there is a bunch of Lings at the natural near the 3rd here of Tails, and the mutas are going to do a significant amount of damage. Only 3 stalkers in the main right now for Tails, warping in 2 additional Stalkers, but that's just too many mutas against these Stalkers. At the same time, there are Lings moving their way into the third. Does he have enough cannons? Cannons are actually not up, and Leenock going to quickly focus down on some of these cannons. He's going to send some Lings into the main, or excuse me, into the third. Probes are going to go down here for Tails, and Leenock, you know, playing it really well. But again, I'm not gonna take credit away from Tails. Tails is doing a pretty good job of holding it, but at the same time, man, what is Leenock going to do behind this? 4 additional mutas on the way, 24 Lings, and this is the aggressive style Leenock feels so